Hi there and welcome back. We're going to be doing the CDC Dun. This is something you can do in different colors for different style of mayflies. You're doing olives, you can do PMDs, you can do all sorts of different sizes and colors. This one I'll do in a PMD version, and this will be a size 18. I've got a standard 18 dry hook here. It can be whatever style you want to use. For thread, I'm going to be using the Semperfli White 18-aught Nano Silk. I'm going to take a little bit longer tag end here. I'll show you why in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and capture that here behind the eye and work my way down to the tail. I'm going to leave that tag end on the top of the shank here at the base of the tail. Leave that going back. For the tail, I'm using some microfibettes. Got these in white. So go ahead and pull off a couple of these guys. Try to keep the tips the same length. Trim them off the clump. And I want to do a little bit more than a hook length. The microfibettes, transfer that length onto here. Tie them in. Keep them on top of the shank while you're doing that. Trim off the butts. I'm going to hold on to the tails as I'm wrapping back. Keep them right on top. I'm going to split them, raise them up and split them. And bring that tag into the thread right in between. That'll help split those tails. And tie off that tag. And cut it off. You can also, what else I do with the tails here is I'll come and I will go down in between, tail going down and come up on this side from the bottom and do the same. Do that a couple times. That'll give your tails a nice spread. That's 90-degree spread like that. Notice when mayflies are on the water, their tails are pretty much at a 90-degree angle to each other when they're on the water. There we go. And come back here towards the tail again and put in my abdomen. I'm using turkey biot for this. This particular one is this pale olive. As I mentioned in my other videos, the color that says in the package doesn't always match what you actually use it for. Some of the ones that have marked labeled PMD don't look anything like a PMD. And tie in the tip here and tie it in for a smooth abdomen. So I have the smooth side or the clear side facing up. And grab that with my hackle pliers. And then put some crazy glue down on that abdomen here. And wind that forward. Making sure that you cover up that little notch with each successive wrap as you go forward. Capture that in front, lock it down, trim it off. Now we're going to do the wing. For the wing, I've got some light dun CDC, some premium light dun here. I'm going to take 3 or 2.5 really feathers, 2 full-size feathers and 1 kind of half-size. Line up the tips. It doesn't really matter how well they're lined for this particular pattern, so I'm going to tie them in long. Tie them a little bit bigger and fuzzier than I normally would. Put it on top, a couple of loose wraps, pull it snug, secure it well, and trim that off right for the eye. Over up those butts. There you go. Right up in the thorax. Again, for my PMDs, I use a Semperfly Kapok dubbing in pale olive. Grab some of this and make a small dubbing noodle. What I like about this Kapok dubbing, it's so short and fine, floats really well, and makes very small, tight dubbing noodles. There we go. Go ahead and wrap this and back to the wing. I'm going to lift the wing and kind of prop it up with the dubbing. Back to the front here. And then whip finish. On snug. What I like about this Semperfly nano silk, it's so thin, doesn't build up any bulk, it is super strong, so really pull out tight. Now we have that on there. We're going to trim this to wing style. So the way that I do this is I bring it up tall, and I'm going to cut it at an angle as such, going backwards. I probably won't be able to do this so you can see in the camera. I'm going to turn it to me. I'm going to pull it straight up and then trim it at an angle with my scissors. And then I'll trim the front to match. You give yourself a little wing-shaped CDC trimmed wing as such. It gives you a nice high visibility wing that floats really well. This will ride well down on the water. Very minimalistic profile to the fish. The fish will see that basically. And these short little fibers on the bottom will stick out kind of like legs. So there you go. That is the CDC Dun. Go ahead and give that a try. And happy tying.